Are you ready to turn heads? Luxury isn't just worn, it's experienced. Introducing a Layla Cara style and new up-and-coming designer collection where exclusive shoes and bags for men and women meets your feet. How about you take a handbag and wear it in style, where each piece is personally designed by Alayla Carroll herself and handcrafted from the finest material in Italy. Leather, smooth like butter, bold, timeless, distinctly you. Step into true elegance and make your mark with a Layla Cara style where confidence meets craftsmanship. Visit a Layla Cara style and experience the luxury of art that you wear. Welcome back to Improving Your Thoughts by Freeing Yourself. I'm your host, Alayla Carroll. Today's episode is titled Listening to Your Intuition After Years of Ignoring Yourself. Today's episode is gentle, and I want to say this up front. I cannot tell you what your purpose is. I can only help you discover it for yourself. So because of that, that's why we're here, to get you to know what you are actually here for. Because we're talking about intuition, not as something mystical or dramatic, but as something very human. If you've ever said to yourself, I don't trust myself. I used to know, but now I'm confused. I don't hear my intuition anymore. I want you to know this is for you. Your intuition did not disappear. It adapted. Take a breath. So let's breathe. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Hold it for 4 seconds. Now exhale through your mouth slowly. Yes, there you go. We're rebuilding trust today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to rebuild trust. What is intuition really? What is it? Intuition is not impulsiveness. It's not fear. It's not anxiety. Intuition is quiet knowing. It's the internal sign that says, this feels right. This feels off. This is a line. This is not it. Okay? That's what it tells you. And it's inside. It's internal. For many people, intuition was overridden for years. If you grew up needing to keep the peace, intuition wasn't safe. If you were gaslit, intuition was questioned. If you survived trauma, intuition was silent to your survival. That doesn't mean it's gone. It means you learn that it's whispering to you. And intuition has learned to only whisper to you because you have not been listening to it. But it's still there. It hasn't gone anywhere. Now it's time to get it to come back and show its voice a little bit louder so you will know how to listen to it. So why you stop listening to your true self? What is the reason why you stopped listening to your true self? Do you know why you stopped doing it? Or did you ever listen in the first place? But everyone has this though. Everyone has intuition. Everyone has a thing inside of them that tells them when something is safe and when something is not safe. It's about survival, even with intuition, but it's also about direction and where you're going and how to get there with listening to your intuition. Most people don't stop trusting, most people don't stop trusting themselves randomly. It doesn't just randomly happen. They stop trusting themselves because their trust wasn't respected, their boundaries was pushed too much, or their feelings were minimized. So those can be some of the reasons. Now, also because you just never trusted yourself because you didn't even try. You just went with whatever someone else told you. Over time, listening unwards off fear. That's the reason why. And it also unward out danger. Anything that's dangerous. So you learn to look outward instead of inward. Approval replace alignment. That's what happened. Logic replace feelings. Productivity replace present. Your presence is being replaced by what you produce. But purpose requires presence, doesn't it? You gotta be present. So what do you do about this? Signs your intuition is still working. For those of you who have intuition and you are aware of it, that your intuition is actually working for you. So you might not even call it intuition, but notice these things about yourself. If these things happen, then your intuition is actually working. You feel heavy after certain conversations. That's your intuition talking to you, trying to tell you who you just talked to about that conversation probably shouldn't be talked about, or you probably should be more careful and be more aware of the person you're talking about. Certain things in that line. Or you feel relief when something ends. Like, whew, finally. Oh, I feel so much better. Or how about you feel energized around certain people? They energize you. Your intuition is talking and saying this is the type of things or people you should be around and doing. Or you feel tension when saying yes. You don't really want to say yes, but you feel tension when you do. That's intuition. It shows up in your body first. If you wait for certainty, well, you're going to miss it. Because intuition rarely shouts at you. It is very quiet. Just like wisdom. It's quiet. It shouts in a different way, but it's not a physical shout. It's an inner shout. Okay? So how to start listening again? How do you do that? First, you start small. Ask yourself simple questions like, do I feel open or closed right now? At this very moment, ask yourself that question. Does this drain me or ground me? Whatever it is that you're doing, does it drain you? Or even a person can do that too. Does this person drain me or do they ground me? I'm grounded. I feel grounded when I'm with them. Am I choosing from fear or am I choosing from the truth? Those are the questions you ask yourself. This is how you start listening to it again. Because you got to listen to the answer. When you ask yourself these questions, the answer is going to repeat itself immediately. It's going to say something immediately. You're going to hear it. That's your intuition talking. No overthinking, no justification. Just notice it, okay? Trust growth over just making something work. All right? You want to trust that you're growing with consistency, not perfection, because you're not going to be perfect in any kind of way. It's just not going to work. But if you listen to your intuition enough and you start paying attention to it, you're going to start growing consistently. It's going to be a constant situation for you that you constantly always listen to it. Because most of the time, your intuition never steers you wrong. Now, I say most of the time. The reason why I say most is because if you are an overthinker and you have to keep thinking about something and you finally make a decision, usually you made the wrong decision because you overthought it. And then you're going to say that was your intuition and you're like, oh, I can't listen to intuition no more because it led me wrong. When the truth of the matter is that it wasn't intuition. It was you overthinking it and you override it with your deep thinking. So when intuition leads you away from familiarity, things that are familiar to you, when does it lead you away from it? Sometimes your intuition will lead you away from what is familiar to you. Sometimes intuition doesn't lead you towards something that is new. It leads you away from something that is old or a person that has been in your life for too long and it's time for them to check out. And that can feel like gift. Not gift. It can feel like grief, something that makes you sad. Leaving you in a situation where you think that you're unsafe. Leaving what's familiar to you. Even when it hurts, yes, it can feel unsafe. But in the long run, you will be able to look back at it and say, I had to have done this. But intuition doesn't rush. Keep that in mind. If you're rushing, that's not intuition. Intuition takes its time. It waits until you are ready. Because you might not be ready to let go. So it's going to wait. And it's going to sit there. And it's going to keep talking to you though. And when you finally make up your mind, that's the soul in you, decide, okay, I'm going to do this. Now you just listen to your intuition. You don't need to force clarity. You need to rebuild trust within yourself. You have to start trusting yourself. Your intuition is not broken. It's been protecting you. It's been protecting you all this time. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who is listening or trying to learn to listen to themselves again. Until next time, I want you to breathe deeply, move slowly, and remember, you are allowed to trust yourself again. Now, the next episode, we're going to learn when your purpose changes and why that is not failure. A lot of people feel like because they're no longer doing what they love to do or their purpose has changed that they failed. No, you have not failed. It's just your purpose from that particular situation is over and it's time to move on to the next purpose in your life. Remember, I told you in the earlier episodes that sometimes your purpose is more than just one thing to do. That's what we're going to talk about in the next episode. Signing out, Layla. Are you feeling overwhelmed and exhausted by stress? Introducing Stress Management with Imaging Coaching, your ticket to a calmer, more balanced life. In this journey you will be taking with us here at Imaging Coaching, we'll equip you with powerful techniques and tools you can use to conquer stress, control, and transform your life. From deep breathing exercises to mindfulness practices, you'll discover the tools to relax your mind and body. Come join us on this transformative path and unlock a world of inner peace and resilience. Don't let stress hold you back any longer. Take charge of your well-being today with Imaging Coaching, your stress management team. Discover clarity. Defeat stress through Imaging Coaching at imagingcoaching.com, at imagingcoaching.com, at imagingcoaching.com, at imagingcoaching.com.